Welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is meribahMUA. If you're new here, thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel and you comment something down below. Let me know that you're new to my channel. You can also follow me on social media at meribahMUA. That's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm on Facebook. And yeah, so I was just inspired today to do this like really pretty tan aqua color. I used a lot of new products. I have some new routines for you guys. In this tutorial today, I'm going to go into a lot of detail to help you guys apply your makeup. I definitely think sometimes I get carried away in my tutorials and I forget to really stop and explain the motions that I'm going through to help you guys with your makeup application. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Alright you guys, we're going to go ahead and go straight away into this eye look. If you hear a lot of background drilling noises, we're currently having our master bathroom remodeled, and my beauty room is right against the closet, and then they're right beside the closet in the bathroom, in the master bathroom. Can't talk. So I apologize for the noise. I already primed my lid with this MAC paint pot, and this is in the color Soft Ochre. This does have a yellow tint to it, but I like the yellow because it cancels out the blue that I had on my eyelid. So you can see I've already prepped that. I've also done my eyebrows, and I will go ahead and link up here if you want to watch that video later for how I do this with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. So today we are focusing primarily on this gorgeous palette here. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This was released, I think, I want to say almost a month ago, but I don't know. All my days are blurred. And I've had a lot of time to use this palette. I really like it. It's better than the other Morphe palettes as far as pigmentation and application goes. It just works better. However, my only gripe about this palette is it does not have a all over matte like white shade for fair skin, which I'm surprised because Jaclyn Hill has pretty fair skin. So for an all over color, for my base color on my eyelid right here, we are using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to use this shade in the corner called Tempera. This is a lighter matte shade. Again, I like these lighter matte shades because I have fair skin, so I need something lighter to buff all over the lid. And when you're doing an all over buffing of like one color just to lay down as like your base, you can use a fluffy blending brush. This is by Morphe, and any larger blending brush will do. This is the only one I use for this. I like it because it is a little thicker. You can also go ahead and use a translucent powder if you think that works easier for you than using like a light color, or you can use a darker tan color if you have darker skin. So now in the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to go on the crease with this shade called Creamsicle. I was lucky enough to get this eyeshadow palette here that has all the colors, so if you have the palette at home, we're using the shade Creamsicle, and it's this very pretty yellow tint, and I am using this rougher Morphe M441 brush. And I like this brush because I feel like it holds the pigmentation a little bit. And something you can keep in mind when you're applying your eyeshadow is you can, sit up straight and then look down and just buff that into the corner and into the crease area. And for this, we are using this windshield wiper motion, and you can see the color is starting to build. As far as holding your brush, you can hold it like this, whatever's easiest, or you can take it like this. feel like when I hold my brush like this, I'm gonna pack more color versus when I hold my brush like this. It's a much lighter hand. So it just depends whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm going back in with that color. I'm still wanting to build on the crease here. I'm really buffing it out. Up. And again, it's easy if you kind of look up, sit up straight, look up versus putting in this way. So you can look up. And this is gonna be an easier way to apply your eyeshadow and have it look more blended. I've heard a lot of feedback lately that people struggle with blending, and the blending is all just, you know, being patient and, you know, using small techniques like looking up and how you hold your brush, what brush you're using. Any palette can go on like shit if you don't have good brushes, so I cannot express that enough. If you're having a problem blending your eyeshadow, buy different brushes. It's an investment, but it's worth it. As long as you wash them and take care of them, it's not a big deal. So now that I have this crease color started and blended where I want, I'm gonna use this Spectrum brush in B06. I'm gonna go in with this shade called Pukey. And this shade is one of my favorite shades in this palette. And again, we're just gonna start out really soft in the crease here. And just start buffing this over. This is very pigmented. So once you have your color laid out, then you wanna start doing the windshield wiper motion to diffuse this out on the lid. Okay, once you have that blended out where you want it, go ahead and take a blank blending brush. This is Spectrum C05. It's just kind of a denser, fluffy brush. And you can really blend out the edges. So anytime you feel like you're trying to diffuse the edges more of your eyeshadow, take a blank brush because that's gonna work the best. Don't go in with the brush that has color on it. You see how that just diffused the edges? And this works for under the eye too. So if you do under eye makeup, take a blank brush and diffuse that color out if you want it to look softer. And that is a pro tip. So next we are going to use the shade Jada, which is, sorry, I'm like pointing at 3 different ones. This shade right here. And it is this very pretty turquoise. The colors in this palette are just so like, all over the place. And this color is very pigmented, so as I'm picking up the powder, I'm tapping my brush back into it. And we're using the Morphe M139 brush. This is more like a pointed taper brush. And we're gonna go in the crease with this. And we're going to use that same technique where we're looking down. I know where to build this. You're really going to be able to find where your crease line is by looking down as you're applying your makeup or eyeshadow. Because if you're looking straight up, it closes off that crease, but if you look down, it's going to open up that pocket for you. And again, I'm just dipping in this color, tap, tap, tap. And I'm just very lightly applying this. And in order to get this like really sharp side that I have, you can take a shadow shield and you want to apply that directly under your eye. And this will kind of be like your line, like where to go. So now I know I can bring that down more. So going back into the Jada shade, and buff this out more here. Now I'm just kind of packing it in the corner here to build a base for the next color. I'm also using my color switch and I'm just cleaning off these brushes. So I'm going to clean off this brush that I just used with this color. And I'm going to go over this now. And I'm just going to diffuse this and blend it out more. So next I'm going to cut my crease and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm just putting this on the back of my hand. And I'm using this flat concealer brush. And to cut my crease, I'm taking my compact and I'm just sitting up straight and then looking down. You guys, just remember, like, makeup isn't perfect. So if you have hooded eyes and you have to cut your crease higher, or you don't do the line like perfectly straight when you're doing it, it's not a big deal. Like, it's all practice and nobody's look is perfect. Like, always just do what you want to do, and if it doesn't look right, then just keep working on it until you get it where you want it to look. So now that I have this all over the lid, I'm gonna just pat this with my finger, and that's just to pick up any excess product from the concealer. And I'm just very lightly tapping over. And then I'm just gonna wipe that on myself. So any excess product, you can just go ahead and wipe that off. I'm trying to do it clean as I go. I am dirty. Dirty when I do my makeup. So now that we have the crease cut, we are taking this corner blue shade in the palette called Pool Party. And I'm taking this like flat rounded brush and I'm just gonna apply this color like right on the edges here, so that way I can do kind of like a line. And looking down, I am just gonna apply this right on the edge. So what this is doing is this is kind of just blending that harsh line with the blue that we already laid out. But it's a different blue, so it still gives that effect. So it just gives that really nice shimmer. And if you want to use a smaller brush to do that, if you need something that puts a little more on at a time, like, that's probably better. This brush is a little big for that, but it's fine with me. So going back in with this little pointed brush in the shade Jada, just picking up a little itsy bitsy of that shade. I do just want to touch that up just a little bit. So I just like barely went over it again. I think it's much harder to do one whole eye and then another whole eye. It's easier to do like one and one and one and one. But for tutorials, it's just quicker this way for you guys. I think this is a look that I tried doing before and I ended up doing like that mermaid tutorial, and I think this is much better. So now we are gonna go into the shade Diva, which is right next to Jada. And I'm using this Urban Decay flat eyeshadow brush. And I sprayed some MAC Fix Plus spray on this. So you can wet your brush with like setting spray, or you can use water. And then you wanna pick up that shade. And this is just to make these more pigmented. Jaclyn did say that these shimmer powders will pick up better with like a helper. So if that's what she says, then that's what I'm gonna listen. So I'm just starting in the center of the lid and I'm working this down. And then I'm gonna just kind of work this over. And I do need to tighten up that baby blue. So I am taking a smaller brush and Pool Party again. So next, now we're gonna really deepen up the corner of the eye. So you can see here how it's really deep. So we're just kind of moving alongside the palette. We're gonna go in with this, like, it's almost like a black shade with a hint of deep forest green. So that shade is called Enchanted. And I am just tapping this M139 brush just to build up the product, and then I'm tapping it off, and then I'm tapping it on, tapping it off. So in the corner here, we're just gonna really deepen up this corner. And these darker shades you really have to build on. So you just kind of want to keep that in mind. Just keep going back and forth with tapping some pigment on, tapping it off, and then tapping it onto your eye. That's why I like the shadow shield, so any fallout, it's gonna catch that. And then I just wiped off this brush, and I'm just gonna like buff this out on the top here. So it's really smooth. And just so it all blends in the corner there. So you just want to make sure this is all blended. Okay, now we're taking this second shade in the palette called Beam. It's this really pretty like iridescent white shadow. And we're just putting this all up in the corner right here. You can take this down really far. Kind of place some over that blue in the middle. It does lighten the blue up and give it almost like a silver hue. It's really pretty. So next, now that we've built this up and we've kind of whitened out the crease, so next we're going to go ahead and do a wing. So I'm actually going to pull this off. Those eyeshadow shields are disposable. So then we're just gonna create a wing on the side of this to match this side.
That's good.
Alright, so once you have your winged eyeliner on, you can, this is just like my personal preference, but I'm gonna take this little shade Abyss, which is the black shade in the palette, and I'm just gonna apply this black eyeshadow over where I just put the wing, just to mattify it and make it even darker. And that's just so in pictures it shows up dark. I almost forgot, I do want to talk about this eyeliner really quick. This is the Sephora Stylographic Classic line. This is the waterproof eyeliner. I was having a really hard time getting an eyeliner to work on me that was like in a pen, and so far this one has worked pretty well. I still find that it does crack a little bit on my skin, but this one is working right now, so I'm really happy with this because it's only $14. I would compare this to the Tattoo eyeliner. It does have a felt tip, but it feels like the Tattoo eyeliner by Kat Von D. So if you're looking for an affordable eyeliner, try this Sephora. This is the Stylographic Classic line. I recommend this. Alright, so at this moment, I'm done with the eyes, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on my face. Before recently, my routine for my foundation kind of stayed the same for a while. I was mixing like the Milani and the L'Oreal, but I recently kind of changed my routine, aka I'm trying different foundations. I'm a foundation junkie. I get really bored of the same foundation. I almost feel like they stop working as well after I use them for a while. So I just have that updated a little bit. Alright, now that the eyeshadow is done, let's go ahead and beat this mug. And for primer today, I'm going to use the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. I did buy this in the full size. I love this primer. It doesn't make your skin break out. It gives you this really pretty luminosity, and I really like it. So we're just applying this like on your T-zone area, and you're just gonna rub this into the skin gently. Alright, so the foundation that I've recently fallen in love with is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. So I'm just shaking it up really well, and I'm going to mix this foundation with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Rose Gold. I'm just gonna put some on. The shade is a little dark because I have fake tan on right now. And if you guys fake tan, always just make sure that you are blending your foundation all the way down into your neck and that everything is seamless, so that way you don't have any weird splotches or anything. Alright, now that we have the foundation blended out, I'm done with this beauty blender. I'm going to chuck it. Just kidding. So the next thing that we are going to use is the Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the shade Medium Bisque. I need to buy a new one of these. It's almost gone. And we're going to do some liquid contouring around the face. Alright, so next I'm going to take the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Vanilla. Again, I'm late on this. I like this stuff better than the Tarte Shape Tape. I think it's like the perfect weight for my skin type. So this is how I'm highlighting. So I'm gonna take the foundation beauty blender again, and I'm just gonna blend this out. You know, your eyeshadow and you really want it to look flawless and blended. I feel the same way about my foundation. I take a lot of time on my foundation because I just really feel like that is the most important part of your makeup. I can live without eyeshadow and eyeliner, but I cannot live without like foundation and fake eyelashes. So what are some products that you guys can't live without? Like, these are my favorite things. Those are the things that I take the most time on. So now with that, next we are going to add just a pop of color to the cheeks for a blush. And what's really cool though is I have the Nars Liquid Blush, and this is in the shade Orgasm, which is one of their most popular shades in the powder formula. And the directions just say to shake this well. You can buy these at Ulta and Sephora. I think this is just so cool and so innovative to have done a liquid blush. I haven't seen another brand do that, so that's why I'm like in love with it. So I'm just putting a little bit on my cheeks. The thing that I love about this is you can literally put like a lot on, and if you feel like, oh my gosh, it's too pink, you can just blend it out with your foundation beauty blender, and it just blends out so pretty. And then if you make a mistake, you can just like touch it. Like, think people are really scared of blush, and I think that this is the way blush should be applied. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. It literally looks like you're blushing like from within, like it's a natural blush. It's stunning, and like you can build it. So if you're doing like theater or something, like this would be so good for you because you can build this. Or if you're doing like an editorial look and you need something like where it has a lot of concentrated blush color, but that looks like your skin, like that is just so amazing. Then the next thing that we're going to use, we're going to go back in with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. This is, excuse me, I'm talking too fast. This is the Rose Gold Enhancer Drops. And I'm just gonna draw this right here on the high points. I really like the shade Rose Gold. Rose Gold is probably my favorite color. I know a lot of people love the Iconic drops, and I don't have those. So, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pat this out, and I'm just gonna bring it up in like a C motion. And I like to take it all the way back here. So then with my Beauty Blender again, I'm going to take the least side that has like the most, or the least amount of foundation, and I'm just going to press this more into my skin. So now we have this all blended, and I'm just going to take a closer look here, and it's exactly how I want it to be, where I have my high points going. And now we're going to go ahead and do some setting. Now for setting my makeup, we're going in with the Mercier powder. So a new favorite sponge that I've been using is the Vera Mona Cake and Bake Sponge. You can get this at Sephora. This is really good for like precise, when you just want to get in really tight on your face, versus you know, some setting powders, they're kind of, or some, like when you use like a beauty blender, can kind of go all over the place. So I really like this one for precision.
That's good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this bake on my face for a few minutes. I will be right back. Alright you guys, so I'm just about ready to wipe off this excess powder on my face. The sun just started rising, so it's almost like it was too weird as far as the lighting goes. So I did close my blinds, and now I'm just using my ring light, so I apologize if the lighting looks like it changed. That's why. So I'm just taking a little buffing brush here, and I'm just gonna buff this powder off. Alright, so next we are gonna go ahead and blend some bronzer in. So my new favorite bronzer is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Tantric bronzer. I mean, look at this packaging. Like, this is crazy, right? Like, this is so pretty. So I went to the Sephora grand opening, soft opening party or whatever at Scottsdale Fashion Square here in Arizona. And they were out of the white one, and I was stupid. I didn't buy the white one because I was like, well, that's a luxury item, you'll get it, you know, in the future. You need to buy things that, you know, you can really utilize, like eyeshadow palette, stuff like that. And so I went, and they were out of the white one, but I got this one, and I'm happy with this, you guys. This is such a beautiful bronzer for fair skin, tan skin. I don't know if this is dark enough for somebody who has a dark complexion, because this is a cool tone bronzer, but this color is just so stunning. So I'm just using my fan brush by Spectrum, and I'm just gonna cut my cheeks here with some bronzer, and I'm gonna pull it up into the hairline and do the same on the other side. Straightforward, like it doesn't look too dark, but then it really creates dimension, like from different angles, and I just think it's so pretty. And it doesn't move your makeup. I think it retails for about $50 to $60, which is like crazy, right? You know, for a bronzer, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I had a few glasses of champagne before I made this purchase. But look at the size of this compact too. So like think about when you can do your full face in this. So when you're traveling, you can do your full face in this. Sorry about all the fingerprints. So I just think it's just such a beautiful product. I've been really getting into like packaging lately and luxury, which I was afraid of, but I feel like if you're gonna collect makeup, you really wanna buy things that are valuable and beautiful and that you're really gonna fall in love with, versus having like 5 NYX lipsticks. Buy like one, you know, Yves Saint Laurent lipstick that you love. So next I wanna contour my nose, and my contouring is still the same. I'm going in with this Hoola Benefit bronzer. I think it's kind of a similar color. I just really like the size of this pot. And then I'm using this Spectrum brush A22, which is slanted, which I love for contouring my nose. This is the Rose Gold collection by Spectrum, and you guys, I've been saying it since I started my YouTube channel. Spectrum brushes are the best on the market. If you have yet to try them, I really suggest that you just buy one of their smaller packages and test them out. They're cruelty free, they're amazing. So I'm just gonna contour my nose. So for underneath the eye, I think I could almost go with like a purple or something. So in the corner here, I am gonna pack on a little bit more black. It kind of transferred a little bit. So with this small brush, this doesn't have a name, I'm gonna take that black color again. Okay, so I'm gonna take a risk here, and for underneath the eye, I'm gonna take this shade Royalty, which is this really pretty purple shade. And I'm going to place that underneath the eye. So with this little MAC red brush, this is the 212 SE brush, I'll take Royalty. I'm gonna go underneath the eye, starting in the corner. And then with this little Spectrum A12 brush, I'm gonna buff this out. I'm gonna take that shade Diva again, which was the shade that we used on this center part right here. And then again with this, I'm blending this out. And then with the shade Hustle right here, it's just above Diva. I'm gonna go ahead and pack this over. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. Did I say eyeshadow? For mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Now I don't have the packaging for the lashes that I'm about to put on, but I do want to talk about these lashes. These are by Black Magic, and these are faux mink, so they're cruelty free. I learned about these lashes from Miss Jordan. She's on YouTube. I can't remember her handle. Let me find her really quick. So yeah, it looks like it's Jordan Bell. It's Belle Jordan. Yeah, Belle Jordan, and you can see her here. She's absolutely stunning. She's cruelty free, and I just really look up to her, like her style and the way she is, you know, on her channel, and her influence is, you know, a positive influence. So she's definitely somebody on the rise and that you should follow. So I heard about these through her. Sorry about that. And everything that she's like recommended or supports is like the same as like my taste. And she's a very pretty girl, has beautiful tattoos. So so I'm gonna go ahead and apply these eyelashes, and I am using my House of Lashes eyelash glue in black. If you want to know, you know, how I apply lashes, what lashes I like, how I started wearing lashes, I'll go ahead and link that above here. And that's my Lashes 101 tutorial that I just posted. Just an informative tutorial about lashes. So I am going to let these lashes sit for about 2 minutes. So that way the glue gets very tacky and doesn't lift. I'll be right back. Alright, now that I have my lashes on, a little trick that I've been doing so they picture better is if you just take a little bit of black eyeshadow and just go over the lash line. So that way they look darker in pictures and you don't get any like reflection of like the lash band. Alright, so next, you guys, I'm so excited. I am going to apply some glitter. So I have this really pretty glitter. This is from the Glitter Army. I bought this on Etsy. It came from the UK. I don't know what's going on over there, but they have like the best glitter. Pretty much everything I buy is from like the UK now, so I'm just gonna take out a little bit of glitter, and oh my god, you guys, this is just absolutely stunning. And I'm using the Glitter Glue by Too Faced concealer brush. And I'm gonna put some glitter glue on a little palette tray I have down here next to the glitter. So I'm gonna take some of the MAC Fix Plus Spray and I'm gonna spray it on my face just to get the any powder to absorb back into my skin. And then with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in Moonchild, I'm going to take this really pretty shade in the corner here. This is called Blue Ice. I'm taking my Sonia Cashew brush, and I'm going to apply a little bit of highlight up here. Then down the bridge of my nose, I'm going to take that shade Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to apply that down the center of my nose. It seriously just took me like 20 minutes to figure out what lip color I wanted to use with this look. It's so hard to match like lip colors with like blue eyeshadow. So I'm gonna prime my lips with the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip primer. If you wear liquid lipsticks and you feel like they turn your mouth into a butthole at the end of the day, put on a primer before and it'll help alleviate some of that tightness. I'm using the Milani lip liner. This is the color number 4, All Natural. This is my favorite lip liner. I'm gonna outline my lips really quick. And for liquid lipstick today, I'm using the ColourPop Ultra Matte lipstick. This is the color Midi. Just figured I'd do a very neutral pink with this look. Alright, you guys, that completes the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. Sorry if it's a little long, we'll see once I get editing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun today. And I feel very inspired lately to do, you know, more detailed, harder looks and, you know, step outside my comfort zone with the glitter. And I just appreciate all your guys' support and helping my channel grow. I've gotten more subscribers recently since I've been posting twice a week. And I've been getting some positive feedback from you guys, so thank you so much for supporting me. This is my passion and my dream to do makeup for full time. If you have any requests for any videos that you want to see, please, you know, let me know. You can sound off in the comments down below, and always please give this video a thumbs up. Your thumbs help me immensely, so thank you. And yeah, you can follow me on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I finally got on Facebook again, and Snapchat, and it's all meribahMUA, so it's super easy for you guys. So again, thank you so much. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. Bye.